Welcome back, everyone. All this week, we've been looking at how this pandemic is impacting different aspects of our lives. And tonight, we focus on the future of sports here in Connecticut.
How will things be different for athletes from the little leagues right through high school? Channel 3 sports director Joe Zone looks at the future.
There's not going to be any athletics at this stage if their school's not back in session.
High school athletics directors, coaches, and athletes around the state are in a holding pattern. For them, there is still some time before the tough decisions will be made. For teams that normally would play this summer, like Little League and softball, like American Legion, there's hope that a delayed season is still possible. Here at Muzzy Field in Bristol, home of the Bristol American Legion baseball, they actually think they can play some baseball this summer.
We've got to get these kids on the field. We got to get them out of the house. We got to get them in a competitive mode.
Bristol is hoping to run a one-year independent league with social distance guidelines so that kids like Evan Bouchard, a senior at Bristol Central, can have one last chance to play.
It definitely would be a challenge, but I think we can get it done. We're not going to just shut down our daily lives as we have it. We want to go on.
Going on is what educators around the state are talking about on a weekly basis. In a normal year, practice for fall sports would begin in 3 months, but this is far from a normal year. We lost the end of the winter season, all of the spring season, and now they're looking forward to what happens in September.
If and when our health authorities give us the clearance to open facilities like this one, the key will be, what adaptations do we have to do to keep it safe for the kids?
One AD told me changing the way the games are played would be difficult. He asked, how can you play football without blocking or tackling? How could you wrestle when the whole sport is about physical contact? Field hockey, soccer, all sports that require physical contact. Terry Zimnicki, who coaches field hockey and lacrosse at Avon and Granby High Schools, says there are safety issues beyond just playing the games.
There's a few things, even like with sharing water bottles. That's going to be a huge thing. Sitting on the bus rides, you see, these kids are sitting close together on away games.
So I'm not really worried, but I guess it would be kind of scary to think that I could pass it on to other people.
The hope is that it won't get passed on in the stands. The head of the CIAC says they've talked about playing games without fans or with restrictions on how many fans could attend games. Those are short-term solutions. But what about the long-term? What about sports 3 years from now?
I don't think it'll be the same, right? They're going to change a lot of things with the way team meetings are after games, during the game, how spacing is on the bench and stuff. I think everything's going to change going forward.
Amy Webb, a quantitative futurist, founder of the Future Today Institute, says that in the future, athletes may look at other sports to compete in.
I think we'll start to see a lot of people suddenly interested in golf and in tennis, possibly even sports like ping pong and badminton, which are still, they still require athleticism.
The future of sports in Connecticut, how we play them, how we watch them. The change has already begun. Joe Zone, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.